Happy Tuesday, guys. So, just got back from my neighbor's house. He's selling his house, and he needed some work done on it. Now, let me preface this by saying that not all the work I'm doing is HVAC work. It's also just some handyman / general contractor stuff. And that's why I get so offended sometimes when people, stereotype an HVAC guy as like a tin knocker or something, because be careful who you're talking to, because a lot of us know more than we let on. I just happen to specialize in HVAC because I enjoy it and I like the work, and I think it's very gratifying to supply somebody with heating or cooling in their home and keep their family comfortable, especially people that haven't had a good HVAC system before. It can be life-changing for some people, the elderly, or people with small kids. But back to what about branching outside of HVAC. I'm also a general contractor, so I'm licensed to do other stuff. I have a limited plumbing license, so I'm able to do small plumbing fixes and whatnot legally, per the Oregon code and the Oregon inspections, I should say. So I'm able to get jobs like that inspected legally. And now the only reason I don't do my own electrical work, which I can, I have the knowledge to do so. I've done. I mean, I could build a house from the ground up if I really wanted to, and I had the means to do so. And I could be a general contractor and build homes if I wanted to. But like I said, I like HVAC, but I can't get the electrical license to do the electrical portion of my work, so I have to have a subcontractor do that. It's not like I can go back to an electrical apprenticeship now, get my hours in, and go get it. I could, but I wouldn't be able to do my HVAC, and I'd be losing money. So, anyway, so yeah, I'm going up to my neighbors to do those fixes. Today's just going to be a part one. It took me longer than I thought it was going to, and I found some other stuff that I got to do down there. Ran out of plastic. I had to lay plastic down in the crawl, a vapor barrier. And then there was a duct that was smashed. I don't have the material to fix that, so I'm going to pick up some material today. I'm going to go get some more plastic at Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever I stop, and go get him finished up tomorrow. So I'll have a part 2 to this video tomorrow. Also, this afternoon, I'm actually getting ready to leave here in a little bit. I'm going to go put refrigerant, charge that unit that I stopped at the other day. I made a video for you. I just left it pressurized under nitrogen, so I might have a part 2 video later this evening for you. I like to do them daily, of the work I do daily, because it keeps it fresher on my mind, and I'm able to do that. I can put these videos together pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and probably do an evening video with me charging up that unit, that Senville ductless unit. So I won't bore you anymore with this long ramble dialogue. Enjoy today's video. You see that I get into the trenches, and I have no problem working hard. Alright guys, I wasn't going to get any video today, but I'm not just an HVAC contractor, I'm also a general contractor. So I'm down doing some crawlspace cleanup for this guy today. My neighbor, actually, about 2 houses down from me, just up the hill. We're laying down some clean plastic where it's missing. We got some water lines we need to insulate. And then over here, we got some insulation we're going to push back up into the joist cavity. There's some construction debris to get out of here per the inspection. There's an old piece of ductwork over there we're going to haul out of there. This is just the first half of the crawl space. And then we're going to go to the other side. You can't get past the plumbing over there. See that PVC waste pipe? Can't get past that, so there's another crawl access on the other side to get us over there. That looks like that's probably their downdraft range vent right there. But I'm just waiting for my brother to bring some more plastic back here. We're going to cover this stuff up. And I got something clean to lay on while I push this insulation back up in there. Things I do for money, huh? We're also going to service the 2 split heat pump systems too. All right, so I was able to get the insulation shoved back up in there, but I'm not going to have enough to make that good.
That looks like an ice maker line over there. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with it. Try to tuck it up in the joist bay, I guess, without kinking it. But I got some insulation in my garage. Get some, put it up in there. Everything else looks pretty good. My brother won't crawl back here. I don't know why. I got some insulation pins. Luckily, they use as spotters. I can pin this stuff back up. All right, let me show you what I did here. So I got some of my own insulation, some of this pink stuff here, and I tucked it up there as nice as I could. It's R30 insulation up in the cavity. Kind of fixed these supports the best I could. I brought my own insulation pins and tacked it up the best I could between the foundation and the joist. You know, as long as rodents don't get down here again, it won't be an issue. So then what I did in this bay was I tried to push these supports back the best I could. I still had some of my own insulation pins. I pinned everything back up. What you're looking at here is I have my my R30 pink is back behind here. And then I just took the existing insulation that was laying down here and I wrapped all these plumbing pipes so they're covered up. If you look, here, I'll show you here. So I got my pink insulation back behind there, so it's all insulated. I just tucked the yellow back up in here to cover the plumbing. So that's all good. And you don't want it to go all the way to your foundation vent, otherwise you're not getting ventilation. So I left a little gap there, so we're still getting some air movement through the crawl space. Ran all this clean plastic down here, all the way from this point all the way out to the access hole, wherever that lava rock was showing. We got it covered up the best we could with plastic. Better than most crawl spaces. I'd be happy with it if it was mine. I'm going to tackle this, looks like this ice maker line here. I'm just going to tuck it up in that insulation the best I could. Try not to kink it. Ain't much else we can do with it. It should be fine. It's been here a long time. The chances of that freezing are very slim, but we'll go ahead and get it tucked up in that insulation there. And I'll show you when I'm done. All right, so we got the ice maker line tucked up in here. You can see it right there. I'll show you, it's up there. I got it above the insulation, so it's between the floor and the insulation to keep it from freezing. Let me show you where it's coming down over here, where it comes out of the either the fridge or wherever that connects to the water line there. There's a little bit exposed here. Let's see if I can get this pushed up. Let's take this insulation, cover that the best we can there, and pull that down. Let's get it there. Back to where I did that. All right, so I got that all tucked in over here. So all the way down that line to where it goes up through the floor there, where it comes up through the floor there, is covered in the insulation. So better than it's probably ever been. So everything's all insulated properly. I got pins holding it up. It's not pretty, but we're kind of working with what we got. We're just trying to retrofit this stuff in here. It's kind of tough with all the plumbing and these braces, and you got ductwork and stuff, but it's functional. And that foundation vent there is open, so I'm happy with this. Should be too. We get nice plastic here. I'll show you as I crawl out that it's all nice and plastic. We got some of the debris out of here. Then we'll go to the other side. I think that's where the duct work is and stuff that we need to pull out for you, and maybe strap up a duct. You see I got about 3/4 of it. I mean, that's all plasticed over there, but I got this is nice 6mm plastic for any of these dirty areas down here. Any of the areas that weren't covered are now covered. Got that one piece of duct on this side. I'm going to yank it out. Otherwise, all the insulation looks pretty good over here. It's always underneath kitchens where it gets all messed up. And you did have a rodent down there, so you know, as long as you mitigate that and keep the rodents from coming down here, you won't have any more insulation issues. Grab that piece of pipe and I'll go to the other side. All right, I'm crawling out of here. You can see that piece of ductwork right there that I'm pulling out. So that's part of the debris. My new plastic, I got it pinned on the corners with rocks the best I could. Here's a duct that maybe you would say shouldn't be touching the ground, but honestly, you're going to make it worse by strapping it right here, because you're going to make your flex compress more right there. So it's sitting on my clean plastic. I wouldn't worry about it. It's fine. Let's leave it like this. Putting a strap right there can only hurt the airflow. So let's leave it the way it is. And yeah, I'm going to climb out of here, but I'm going to show that we have plastic all the way to this little pony wall. And then I put clean plastic all the way to the access hole here. All right, now we'll go to the other side. All right, you can't tell from here, but this side's even worse. I'm gonna have to lay some more plastic down. I'll have to get some more. There's big gaps around the perimeter. And it's just all kind of chewed up, but you know, I say it once, I'll say it again. People are idiots. Somebody stuck their knee right on this duct and didn't tell anybody. So you got a whole 8-inch run. Oh, there's not even an animal in there. No. You got hard pipe. But yeah, some asshole stuck his knee on this duct. That's an 8-inch. I think I got some. Man, the whole thing smashed. They shouldn't even have strung that through there. Let me see. Yeah, that whole thing smashed. That needs to be a piece of rigid 8 going through there. Oh man. Well, Jesus. Yeah, some asshole came down here and just pulled the strap and smashed his duct. I'm gonna have to come back for a part 2. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Bunch of construction debris down there. They wanted me to get all that out of here. Insulation looks pretty good there. That's just a piece of duct wrap. Sorry about the camera work. Piece of duct wrap down there that's free floating. Okay. Line sets laying on the ground, of course. And monkeys. Yeah, that whole, that's the 8-inch run right there. That whole thing needs to be replaced. Yeah, the whole thing needs to be replaced. It's smashed there. Smashed where some asshole put his knee on it. Excuse me. There's another one. That one looks like a 10-inch. It's laying on the ground. We'll get that strapped up. I don't see where there's duct that needs to get pulled out unless it's down on that other side. Let's go past this wall, see if there's anything I can see back there. No, that side looks solid. Everything's all strapped up and clean on that side. Looks good over there. Let's go look. All right, here's another duct that could be strapped up off the ground. There's that piece of duct I need to pull out there. That was on the inspection report, so we'll get working on that. Get it out of here. They just didn't want to drag it all the way out of here. This is just the testament why minimum code on crawl space heights needs to change. Because if I strap this duct up, somebody's going to want to pull it down and smash it, because they're not going to have room to go underneath it. I almost would rather give them the choice of going over the top if they're smart enough not to smash it. Kind of like this one. Like, I can't really strap this up. You can't get your body underneath it. So I'm going to strap them just for the inspection, but I'm telling you right now, somebody's next time you have some work done down here, somebody's going to come and just pull the strap and mess it up anyway.